Hello, it's Classy here, back with another Tribes video. And recently there hasn't been too much going on in Tribes. But for today and tomorrow, I'm going to be showcasing Orochimaru and Mitsuki from the current banner. And for today, we're looking at Orochimaru, or as I like to call him, Papa Maru. And for this showcase, I'm going to be looking at his use at a lower level of play, because spoiler alert, he's not very good at high levels of play. And by high levels of play, I mean people who are veterans in the game, who probably have been playing a good amount to unlock a lot of the best D units. You already know who they are, you can check the tier list. So yeah, he's not going to be as good as those. So if you're a veteran player, you probably aren't going to be using him, at least for PvP. Here we go. He's a SRD unit, so you should have grabbed him when the banner first released. So you could have farmed his fragments from Abyss, and you can get him in the Shinobi Exchange Shop. So here we go. First ability, or the Jutsu. He deals power creep damage to one enemy. He lowers target's damage reduction rate by 9% for the rest of the battle, lowers target's guard rate by 16% for the rest of the battle. So this is pretty decent. You want to put him first in your cell because he debuffs if he doesn't finish off the enemy. He's probably not going to one-shot somebody unless he hits like a nice crit on an A unit or something like that. But most of the time, he's not going to finish off an enemy in one hit, so it's good to have him first so the person behind him can finish off the enemy with their second attack. This isn't like too bad, I guess. It's only affecting one enemy, which kind of sucks, but it's still decent. It's not terrible. Yeah, just keep in mind that these debuffs are only affecting that one guy you already damaged. Maybe it's overkill, maybe it's not overkill. We'll see. For skill 2, he does the regular skill damage. He boosts damage reduction rate by 3.5% for user and all allies. So basically him and the 3 people in his cell. And that's not very good for a skill 2. Skill 2s, they don't proc very often because you need to have some luck, as they don't appear all the time. And this skill 2 is just pretty weak because he's only boosting DRR by like 3.5%, and he's only boosting it for the active cell, so not too good. Fourth skill is the passive usually. He boosts all active allies' damage reduction rate by 25%. Then he boosts damage increase rate by 6% for him and the people in his cell for the rest of the battle at the start of any turn after an ally has been defeated. Okay, so boosting damage reduction rate by 25% is pretty solid. But again, it's only affecting the active cell. He also boosts damage increase rate by 6% for the rest of the battle. So this is only going to proc once. Basically, when one of your allies has been defeated, he's going to boost damage increase rate by 6%. And it doesn't have to be a turn where he's active, so that's pretty good, but I don't think this is going to occur every single time. He only boosts it for 6%. And also, he only does this for the active, the cell that he's in. So, not very good. That's all I have to say, man. Like, maybe if this is one of the original units that released before any of this power creep stuff, he could be pretty decent, but I don't think he's very good nowadays. And that's why I'm going to be showcasing him at a lower level, because at those levels, when you're just starting the game, you don't have all the best units unlocked, obviously, unless you're whaling. And that's when he can really shine the most. And for his vitality, green vitality, I guess the good thing about this is it works with this kit because If an ally is defeated, he'll get some chakra. And he also gets less chakra when an enemy is defeated. So yeah, I mean, that's not too bad. When the vitality complements the kit, it's usually pretty decent. But overall, I'm not very impressed with this. So let's take a look at how he does at lower levels of play. Alright, so I'm here with Orochimaru. Shout out to Nick for providing the unit clips and the arena clips. As you can see, his Orochimaru is level 48, first in his server, and around 20,000 power. First thing is the 5-star art, right? 5-star art, in my opinion, and the 3-star art, and the character model are all really good. I like the samurai armor theme in general, so maybe I'm biased. And I also like swords too, so I might be biased. But I'm really sad that they had to make good art and good character models on a character that's not too good. And also keep in mind that this is at a lower level, so things like gamma prayers and stuff aren't going to be up. Let's take a look at the stats. He has good damage reduction rate, guard rate, damage increase rate, guard damage reduction rate. So yeah, obviously as a tank, he has nice defensive stats. But he also has pretty decent offensive stats also, which is nice for nuking. His critical damage increase rate and guard suppression rate are quite low, and that makes sense. Usually D units don't have them too high, so it's not too big of a deal. Lynx, Jugo, Karen makes sense because they were with him when he was training Sasuke. Jiraiya and Tsunade makes sense because they were his old teammates in the legendary Sannin. Mitsuki and Suigetsu makes sense because Mitsuki's his son. Suigetsu still works with him when he's older. Right, so I've already gone through the skills and stuff, so I'm not going to re-explain those. I just want to show that the numbers go up and down based on what level your skills are, obviously. Everything here is maxed out at Nick's level for now, including the gear and the vitality. Not necessarily maxed, but the vitality, it doesn't have to be like super maxed out. It's not as important as some of the other ones. So let's take a look at Arena next. Alright, so we're here with the Arena battle, and I think this will be a good Arena battle because the opponent's team also has some faster cells, so this should be a pretty even fight. So right away, the 4th skill, Parental Sentiment, triggers, and as you can see, the red text behind the attack up, it says damage reduction rate up, so Orochimaru is giving that to his cell. And nice, he tanks 3 hits without taking much damage, and he also filled up his chakra bar. And as you can see, Kakuzu died. So Orochimaru's 4th skill triggers here, and this time he's going to give damage increase rate up to the energy cell, as you can see there. And now Orochimaru is triggering again, but this time he's giving damage reduction rate up and not damage increase rate up. Okay, and also he just ended up finishing off Itachi, so I wasn't able to see his jutsu's effects that time. Orochimaru's damage increase rate up triggers again because a new ally died. And it's only given to the energy cell, remember that. Also, his damage reduction rate up boost was given to the 2 spirit cell members, because that's when he was rotating in. So his active allies are those 2. So yeah, I just want to make this clear, guys. His damage increase rate up only triggers when a new ally dies. So if you only have 1 ally dying, you're not going to get any more. I'm just gonna skip ahead. And here you can see his jutsu when it doesn't finish off an enemy, does good damage, and then damage reduction rate down and guard rate down. Oh, also a new ally died, so I didn't show the next trigger. I don't think we need to anymore. I think you get the idea. And new allies died that time, so here we go. Damage increase rate up, only for Kankuro this time, which is kind of bad. $97. That's pretty good. 97k is pretty strong. So yeah, he could definitely nuke 8 units. Okay, and I think that's the end of this arena battle, basically. So I'm just going to check really quickly if he used his skill 2 at one point. Oh, he does right here. Perfect. So we're able to showcase everything. He gave damage reduction rate up to him and his energy cell allies. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of the battle. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll showcase Mitsuki next.